my partner and I are engaged. Yeah, yay me. And when we went to pick out the ring, we went to this Greek jeweler, and he didn't have much of a selection. He told us just like, all we got is opal, 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 opal. And it's just like, no rhinestone? Huh. We're gonna have to try something else somewhere else. We'll have a bunch of euros to go, please. So, my nephew, he actually hasn't never been to a wedding before, so we decided to take him on a bridal-along. So, yep, that's how he convinced them to be the ring bearer. Yeah, he's going to be, but So I was making out with my fiance the other day, and just when we were like taking a break from kissing, like I noticed that there was like a huge line in between us. It's just like, that's strange. Like it kind of got stuck in my teeth, like a bunch of floss I forgot to pull out of me. Like, yeah, it's like, dark brown. That's what she shed.
Okay.
But yeah, when it comes to spooning, I'm more of the little spoon, and my fiance is more of the hard-boiled egg. Then come Easter time, we make into the perfect interracial couple. Ooh, I could just dip her into any color I want. I mean, in our first date, like she just told me that she plays the flute in her band, and I told her, I play the recorder at times, and she was like, oh, that's cute. You ever just, there was like one time I discarded some of my coffee grinds into my Venus flytrap one time, and then later that day, my Venus flytrap wouldn't stop talking to me. It's just like went on and on and on and on. It's just like, so I noticed your neighbors are just like having a fight out there, and just at the same time, your fiance was watching Cops. Now, isn't that a coincidence? And so it's like, ooh, a chickadee. Holy, this thing's getting bigger. It just ate a bird. I mean, do you ever just notice like those yellow belly birds are just like flying all crooked, like they don't know what they're going half the time? It's just like, oh man, those birds are drunk. Yellow bellies with the cirrhosis. I mean, do you ever just hate it when you're just like bird watching and then one of the birds just takes a hold of your binocular straight from you, and it's just like, that thing's robbing me. I mean, my sister, she's terrified of flamingos. I mean, ever since we got back from our vacation in Florida, like, all her defense was like, well, they're just such eyesores. And then when we got home, she got pink eye. So that was too bad for her. Shouldn't have said that. Man, listening to music, like I like this band Skillet, but then I get so into jamming out to my headphones to Skillet that I accidentally burn my eggs. The letter W only looks like a W if it's written in cursive. They should call that a double V. So the pandemic has made me quite the spoken word poet. Like, there's like one poem I can share with you that I told my fiance. Court me, court the knee, head, shoulders, toes, needing the company. Precious, cutie, sweet as any tangerine. So there's that. You know how it is when you try to downsize your TV obsessions? Because I just went from binge watching The Big Bang Theory to Pretty Little Liars. Man, I played the trombone a few years back in elementary school. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. I had to quit the band because I lost my trombone because my dog took it into the backyard and buried it, hiding it away from me. Trombone. I would just hate it to be in a band that's called Cheese. Maybe like back in the day in like the 70s or 80s, because it would suck to be in a band called Cheese if you just have to follow Fleetwood Mac. I mean, who would ever want to go to that show? Fleetwood Mac and Cheese. Y'all know that song, You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd? Well, I like to challenge that song because I believe I can roller skate while eating a basket of buffalo wings. Take that, Roger Miller. I mean, there was like one time that I went out roller skating, and then I accidentally I had to run to be somewhere. I was like running late, so I didn't have enough time to change out of my shoes. And so I just kind of like jumped into my car and just drove off. And it turns out, I'm driving a 12-wheeler now. What do you know about that? I'm going to get my Class A license. How about that now? 12-wheeler. Nothing's going to stop me now. I bet there is one band that would lose into a staring contest, and that would be Blink 182. I wonder how they even got to that number anyway. Was like the band's stage manager had like one of those clicking counters at the stage right, and then they just went on their song like, all the small things. But you know what else is, I can tell you this story that back in 2017, January 2017, I actually got to go out to Poland. The weather wasn't that much different from Minnesota in January. Pretty cold out there. Like, we all had to like tour around the city of Warsaw, and then like I just kind of wish that we had Morgan Freeman as like our tour guide. It's just like, because we all just turned into March of the Penguins right away. It's just, you know, just stiff like arms to the side, and then a lot of us were taking pictures with our phones, so a lot of us had like our shoulder. There were some of us that had like our elbows like locked in, frozen, like. Now, if you have to look to your right, you would see a clock tower with that looks like Splat, as it's Nickelodeon Studios originally, but they gave it off to Warsaw's reconstruction. Splat. There's the time here in Warsaw. But we ate a lot of soup out in Poland. I mean, we ate so much soup in Poland that I could have jumped into a swimming pool of it. It's just like, cannonball, yeah! 3rd-degree burns never felt so good before. So yeah, there was Warsaw, then we went down to Krakow, and we went to visit the salt mines that was going on there. I mean, it's a good thing we didn't go to the pepper mines next door, because a lot of us would end up sneezing the entire way. But I don't know what else I can tell you about Poland, but I can tell you that the reason why I went to Poland was I was in part of my college's choir. I sung bass in the choir, so that puts that story on a good high note. Actually, one more thing I do want to tell you is that there was one time I opened up for this one band called God's Holy Blood. It was like a big gothic heavy metal band. And like just in the middle of that band was like getting their equipment ready for the stage, like what the bar had playing in the back TV was the movie Silence of the Lambs. And the lead singer, she was like, can we turn off the TV because I don't think I'm going to get through my songs if Silence of the Lambs is playing. I'm just going to end up quoting off that movie. It's just like, Clarice, 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 Clarice. What am I saying? But I totally get what the singer is all about, because it'd be kind of like if a race car driver like wanted to try out some stand-up comedy and then got all distracted at the open mic because in the back bar they would be playing Fast and the Furious in the back of the bar. It's just like would forget all his jokes and just like watch the TV on the stage, just like, oh yeah, you gotta make that turn, drift that shit, you're gonna miss that train. Oh, R.I.P. Paul Walker. I'm so puzzled. I can need a 250-piece box set. You know what? I think that's all I got for you. I'm Gavin Glenn. Thank you so much, Lyric Sinner. For the 4 of you, 5 of you.